Ignore the watermarks, folks. There's valuable information in this video. I've been there at the bottom where everything seems lost and hope feels like a distant memory. You know, that point where you feel like a ship adrift in the vast, stormy sea of life, battered by wave after wave of misfortune. It's a place we've all visited, some of us more than once. Imagine, you've poured your heart and soul into your only-to-be-handed a pink slip one fine Monday morning. Or you've invested years into a relationship, nurturing it with love and care, only to see it crumble like a castle of sand. Maybe you've tried your hand at something new, a personal project or a business venture, pouring in hours of sweat and toil, only for it to fail miserably. These are the moments that can knock the wind out of you, leave you gasping for breath. But here's the thing, not alone. No, not by a long shot. Every single person on this planet has been there. At that lowest point, even the most successful individuals, the ones we look up to, the ones we aspire to be like, they've all had their share of low points. Think about it. The likes of Thomas Edison, Steve Jobs, J.K. Rowling, they didn't just wake up one day and find success served to them on a silver platter. No, they faced rejection, ridicule, failure, and yes, they too found themselves at that lowest point. But did they let that define them? Did they let that be the end of their story? Absolutely not. They pushed on, they persevered, and they emerged from their darkest hours shining brighter than ever. Why am I telling you this? Why should you care about their stories? Because these aren't just stories, they are reminders. Reminders that no matter how bleak things may seem, no matter how low you may feel, there is always a way out. There is always a path that leads to the light at the end of the tunnel. So yes, you may be at your lowest point right now, but remember this, it's always darkest before the dawn. When you're at the bottom, there's only one way to go, and that's up. And the first step is to go into what I call ghost mode. Now you may be wondering, what exactly is this ghost mode? Well, it's a period of self-isolation, introspection, and intense focus. You take a step back from the world, mute the noise of social interactions, and turn the spotlight inward. You start asking yourself hard questions. What led you to this point? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And most importantly, what do you want to change? This isn't about escaping reality, no. It's about confronting it head on. It's about understanding yourself in a way you never did before. It's about growth, improvement, and transformation. And when you emerge from this self-imposed solitude, you're not the same person you were before. Ghost mode is not about disappearing. It's about reappearing stronger than ever. When you emerge from ghost mode, you're not the same person. You've learned something new. You've grown. Growth, after all, is the essence of a comeback. It's about standing taller, being stronger, and knowing more than you did yesterday. And nothing propels growth quite like learning a new skill. Imagine yourself picking up a new language, mastering a musical instrument, or maybe even coding a new app. It might be tough at first, sure, but with each day, each hour you dedicate, you're not just learning a new skill, you're building discipline, resilience, and confidence. You're learning how to learn, and that's a skill in itself. Remember, every expert was once a beginner, so don't be afraid to start, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you're trying, and every time you try, you're one step closer to becoming a better version of yourself. You see, a new skill is more than just a hobby or a time filler. It's a testament to your courage, your perseverance, and your ability to rise from the ashes. It's a physical, tangible proof of your comeback. So, go on. Learn something new. Surprise yourself. Outdo your past. And when you look back, you'll see not just a person who survived, but a person who thrived. A new skill doesn't just add to your resume, it adds to your life. Now it's time to fuel that fire within you. Your past failures are not your downfall. They are your motivation. Picture this. Every setback, every disappointment, every failure is not a pit to fall into, but a stepping stone towards success. Think about the times you've stumbled, the times you've been defeated. Maybe you've been passed over for a promotion, failed a crucial exam, or lost a business deal. These experiences, while painful, are not dead ends. Instead, they're opportunities for you to rise from the ashes, to make a comeback. Envision your failures not as anchors, but as the fuel that propels you forward. They are the sparks that ignite the fire of determination within you. The fire to prove your doubters wrong, the fire to show the world your true worth, the fire to become the best version of yourself. Now let's talk about revenge. Not the kind where you plot against others, but the kind where you take revenge on your own past failures by transforming them into success. Let's call it self-revenge. It's about channeling that anger, frustration, or disappointment you felt at failing and turning it into a force for positive change. Imagine the satisfaction of proving to yourself that you are not defined by your past mistakes, but by your ability to learn, grow, and triumph over them. It's about looking your past failures in the eye and saying, "You didn't break me, you made me stronger." So, how do you do this? You start by acknowledging your failures, not running from them. You don't let them paralyze you with fear, but let them motivate you to work harder, to strive for more. You use them as a reminder of where you've been, and a guide to where you want to go. Remember, revenge is not about bitterness or resentment. It's about reclaiming your power, your confidence, and your self-belief. It's about turning your past failures into your greatest source of motivation. Your past doesn't define you, but how you respond to it does. Negativity is a powerful force, but only if you let it be. It's a sentiment that can feel like a heavy cloud, raining down on your parade and dampening your spirits. But what if I told you, you have the power to shift that cloud, to transform it into a force that propels you towards your goals? Imagine negativity as a ball of energy. It's there, it's powerful, it's seemingly destructive. But energy by its very nature is neither created nor destroyed. It simply changes form. So why not change the form of this negative energy into something positive? Think of it as a fire. A fire can burn down a house, or it can forge a sword. It's the same fire, the same energy, but what matters is how you use it. Negativity is your fire, and you are the blacksmith. You can let it consume you, or you can harness it to forge your own sword of success. Now, how do we do that? How do we transform this negativity? The first step is acknowledgement. Recognize the negativity for what it is. Don't ignore it, don't deny it. By acknowledging it, you're taking control. You're saying, yes, you're here, but you're not in charge. The next step is to flip the narrative. Turn "I can't" into "I can." Turn "I'm not good enough" into "I am enough." This isn't about denying reality or pretending everything's fine. It's about challenging those negative thoughts and replacing them with positive ones. The final step is action. Use the energy from these flipped narratives to propel you forward. Let them drive you towards your goals. Maybe you're seeking to learn a new skill, or perhaps you're striving to make a comeback in life. Whatever your goal is, let this transformed energy be your fuel. Remember, you are not defined by your negative thoughts, but by how you respond to them. You have the power to transform negativity into positivity, to use it as a tool to achieve your goals. Negativity can be your greatest enemy or your most powerful ally. The choice is yours. The journey from the bottom to the top isn't easy, but it's worth it. It's a path that requires courage, resilience, and the audacity to dream big. But isn't that what makes it so rewarding? The knowledge that you've faced your demons, scaled your obstacles, and come out stronger on the other side. Each step you take, each new skill you learn, each negative thought you turn into motivation, propels you forward on this journey. And the beauty of it all is, you're not alone. There's a community of us striding alongside you, each of us on our own path towards self-improvement and growth. So, let's keep the momentum going. Let's inspire and be inspired. Let's learn and grow together. But to do that, we need your support. By subscribing to our channel and liking this video, you're not just encouraging us to continue creating content that motivates and uplifts. You're also joining a community of like-minded individuals committed to personal growth and self-improvement. Each like, each share, each comment adds to the collective strength of our community. It tells us that our message resonates, that our journey matters. So let's keep pushing, let's keep striving, let's keep inspiring one another. Remember, the greatest comeback is not about getting back to where you were, it's about reaching new heights. Subscribe and join us on this journey.